wait for others also. Welcome, summer interns. We are excited to introduce you to Skillveda, an innovative platform dedicated to empowering young minds with essential skills for the future. In this online workshop, we will focus on leadership and communication, two critical skills to succeed in today's fast-paced world. Through interactive session, engaging activities, and expert insights, you will gain valuable knowledge and practical tips to enhance your leadership and communication skills. Our today's trainer, Ms. Prachi Kukreja, who is an international certified image consultant and soft skills trainer. She is helping professionals transform presence by working on their appearance, behavior, communication, and digital presence. Get ready to learn, grow, and connect with like-minded individuals. Welcome, Prachi.
Thank you so much, Twinkle ji. How are you, everybody? Would want all of you to switch on your videos. I don't mind how whatever clothes you're wearing, doesn't matter at all. But for this session, I want to switch on your videos. Come on, everybody. Vaishnavi, I saw you switched it on. Come on. Thanks, Vrinda. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
All good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Come on, guys. Everybody, quickly. Thanks, Uplav. Lovely. Jia, Arush, Ishita. We have almost 32 to 33 of you here. Thanks, Shivam, Divya, Saksham, Tanya, Sneha. It will not be boring for you, but still I'll need some faces, videos on so I can see all of you. Kavya, don't switch it off. Come on. Make it very quick so we can start. We're already 20 minutes out. Should I call names? Naam leke bulao. Shikha, Kavya, thanks, Rijan. Vaishnavi, Arushi, Shreyansh, Anushka.
Most of them done it now. We can start.
All right, perfect. What I want from you throughout the session is use all the reactions, niche, use the raise of hands, everything, every technology that you know of on Zoom. And most of the time, they're actually going to unmute and talk and speak, okay? So I want quick, rapid interactions. Somebody saying something? All right, so I'm saying I want quick, rapid interactions. Agar kuch samajh nahi aa raha, you can also type it in the chat box. I'll try and pick that up also as quickly as I can. Okay? Are we all ready? All right, perfect. Thanks, Vrinda. Okay, so if I want to start with a question, how many of you think that you are completely comfortable in calling yourself a leader? Nobody? You guys are in class 12th, correct? Everybody's in class 12th now, okay. कोई भी leader नहीं है अभी?
Vaishnavi has raised.
Okay, Vaishnavi is a leader. Perfect. Vaishnavi, can you tell me what, how, why do you think that you can call yourself a leader?
Ma'am, I believe that a leader should have the quality of decision making, and I have this confidence that I am good at that.
Oh, beautiful. All right, lovely. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. Anybody else? Okay. So most of the times I do these trainings and I ask this question that how many of you can actually call yourself a leader? Very, very less people raise their hands or, are able to confirm that, say, we can call ourselves a leader. You know what? We have really made it like a big deal. Leader, we've called leader a term, somebody who has the authority, like politicians or somebody like that. That is somebody able to call leaders. Ritika, do you want to say something? Okay. So I don't want you all to confuse leadership with authority. Okay. On this note, let me just share my screen. For some reason, I'm unable to share my screen. Let me know if you can see it, huh? Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Is it visible? All right, I think now it's visible. Perfect. Okay. So now I don't want you to confuse leadership with authority. They are both very, very different things. What leadership really means, it is first not authority. Second, it is about earning trust of the people who are there around you. All right. So if you think for all the people around you, for your peers, for your group, even in the future you might go to colleges now. So when you are in colleges, वहाँ पे क्या होता है, teams बनेंगी, societies में आप किसी के प्रेसिडेंट बन पाओगे, किसी टीम के, किसी सोसाइटी के मेंबर बनोगे, some cultural committee, some training placement cell. If you think you are able to gain the trust of people around you, अगर आप उनको influence कर पा रहे हो, that is when you really can call yourself a leader very easily. ऐसा हुआ है अभी क्लास में किसी को लगता है कि they can easily call themselves leaders? कोई क्लास का मॉनिटर भी हो सकता है, somebody who we call the class का don. Guys, where are you? No, nobody thinks that. अगर अभी तो हमें अभी तक तो हमारी डेफिनेशन ऑफ लीडरशिप थी कि कोई हाई अथॉरिटी हो जिसके पास डिसीजन मेकिंग की पावर है, पर डिसीजन मेकिंग की तो कैसे भी पावर हो सकती है, लाइक वृंदा आल्सो राइटली मेंशन्ड, और सॉरी वैष्णवी राइटली मेंशन्ड. सो नाउ यू टेल मी, अगर ऐसा है अभी तक स्कूल में क्लास में किसी को लगता है कि हम लीडरशिप पोजीशन पे थे, हम लीडर ऑलरेडी हैं? You guys can quickly unmute yourselves and speak. नहीं? अपलव, नहीं लगता ऐसे क्लास में?
I think we still have, in my case, I think there is still a lot to learn to become a good leader. But
Okay.
I definitely see myself on the path of becoming a better leader in the future.
Beautiful. Thanks for bringing that point up, Navya, because I was anyway going to discuss it. There is nothing as an expert leader. जैसे ऐसे होता ना कि parenting is always a continuous learning process. There's nobody like an expert parent. Similarly, leaders में कभी भी there's nothing like an expert leader. All leaders around the world, if you see, they're continuously learning, continuously upskilling themselves. कुछ ना कुछ नया पढ़ रहे होते हैं, कोई ना कोई नई talks पे जा रहे होते हैं. Every time there is going to be something that new that they learn. So as long as you have the ability to influence that group of people you are in, अगर office में हो तो अपनी team को कर पा रहे हो, अगर class में हो तो अपने close group को या अपनी class के whatever 40-50 बच्चों को कर पा रहे हो, then you are a leader. If you have a single bit ability to change their decisions, then you can easily call yourselves a leader. So now I want you to think from this perspective.
Prachi,
Leadership,
can
yes,
we have an introduction from everyone? Just 2 minutes so that they will be more open.
absolutely.
Yeah, you can.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah, you can ask
Basically
everyone.
trying to make this a more interactive chatty session. हमें ऐसे बोरिंग नहीं बनाना है इसको. तो जल्दी जल्दी अगर आप सब लोग अपने बारे में एक क्विक लाइन,
Just one line, not big introduction, just one line.
चलो
Vaishnavi, can we start from you?
Jai Hind, everyone. My name is Vaishnavi Mishra, and I'm a 12th grader from the PCB stream. And I aim to become to be the part of the medical stream. Thank you.
Great, great.
थैंक यू. फटाफट सब लोग अपने आप अनम्यूट करके बोलते जाओ. I have one. Okay, I have some 30.
Navya, Tanya, Vrinda, please. Shreyans, can you come?
Jai Hind, everyone. My name is Navya Singh, and I'm also a 12th grader. I'm from the PCM stream, and I aspire to become in the field of space research.
That's
Oh,
great.
lovely.
That's great.
Okay. लड़के बोलेंगे अब. सृजन, yes, come on.
Jai Hind, everyone. My name is Shrijan and I'm also a 12th grader and I'm from BioStream and my aim is to become a scientist from biotechnology.
Nice.
Lovely.
Nice.
Yogesh?
Lovely.
Hello everyone, I'm Vrinda from class 12 from PCB. I want to go in medical field.
Nice. Nice, Vrinda.
Jain everyone, myself Yogesh. I am also from class 12. I have opted humanities stream and I am pursuing to be a civil servant in the future.
Wow, great.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Saksham?
Good morning and Jai Hind, ma'am. I'm a 12th grader from Sunbeam Sun City and I inspired to become a businessman and I'm from commerce stream.
Oh, lovely.
Great.
Okay, finally somebody from commerce. I am also from a commerce stream. So I was waiting कि सब science वाले हैं यहाँ पे. Okay, Akriti.
Jayan ma'am, I am from Commerce team, class 7, and I want to do something in BFA and art.
Oh, BFA is finance or art?
Finance.
Bachelor of Fine Arts. ma'am.
Finance, yes. Okay, lovely. Divya Gupta.
Jai Hind everyone, myself Divya from biostream and I want to go in medical field.
Lovely.
Good, Divya.
Vaishnavi Tiwari.
Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. I'm Vaishnavi Tiwari and I'm from 12th Humanities, and my free time pursuit is reading novels, and I want to pursue law.
Oh, lovely.
Good.
Finally, variation. Okay, Tanya Verma.
Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. I am Tanya of class 12 and I want to be a CA.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anshu Gupta.
Jain ma'am, I'm Anshu Gupta from the humanities stream and I want to go in civil servants services.
Very aspirational people. Uplav.
And Jain ma'am, myself Aplav, and I am from commerce stream. I want to be a businessman.
Businessman. Oh, lovely. Sneha.
Good morning and Jain ma'am. I am from Science stream and my aim in medical.
Lovely. Okay. Ishita Parashar.
Jai Hind ma'am, my name is Ishita. I am from biostream and I want to pursue my agriculture.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, Ruchi in the comments has said that she is from 12th Humanities, looking forward to become a renowned artist. Artists can be a lot of things though. But all the best to all of you. The other people have not switched on their videos. But my one single request is that anyway we are left with just 1 hour. So let's make it very interactive. अपने हिसाब से unmute करके बोलते रहो yes, no. Do you understand if that makes sense to you? If you have any inputs. ठीक है? I don't like keeping it a very, very formal session anyway. But if you do that, it will be more interesting for you, all right? Okay. Going back and sharing my screen. All right. What do you think of him? Can you call him a leader? Can we all call him a leader?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes,
Why,
ma'am.
why can we call him a leader?
Yes.
Give me one word. Why do you think Mr. Modi is a leader?
Because he's ruling the country.
Okay, lovely. So he has the authority to rule over people. He has authority to make decisions, take decisions. What else?
Ma'am, he is accountable.
He's accountable. Okay, he has a lot of responsibility there for the people. Yes, Navya.
His power to convince the decisions of others is actually very commendable. I mean, his way of speaking is amazing as a leader.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for bringing that in. Why we really Mr. Narendra Modi is a case study, if you guys know, okay? A lot of leaders have come in, a lot of presidents have come in, but he is one of a kind with his communication skills, just the way he speaks, the way he puts across his points. So political agenda aside, I'm not talking about any political agenda. Every party has a political agenda. They have a lot of people helping them with things, है ना? लेकिन irrespective of that, how a prime minister is going to present out in the open, वो कैसे speech deliver कर रहा है, सेम चीजें हैं, सेम बातें हैं, उन्होंने जो पॉलिसी लानी है उसके बारे में उनका क्या टेक है, एवरीथिंग. But how does he really present himself? Have you guys seen his speeches? देखा है कभी? How does he come on the podium and speak about things? कभी कोई किसी भी टाइप की स्पीच कभी भी देखी है किसी ने?
Yes, ma'am, and that too, he goes without the script.
Yeah, he doesn't read from the paper. Yes.
Yes. So that is mostly because you know your thing by heart. जब पता होता है कि हमें क्या बोलना है, you know what you want to present. We are going to discuss about it अभी in detail. But when you know what you want to present, when you know हमें क्या communicate करना है, what do we want to put across to our audience, you never need a script. So we are going to cover all that as well. No problem. Okay. Now this is the first image and then I have another image. I want you to take quick 45 seconds by the clock and I want anybody of you to give me a 1 minute storyline. What do you think is happening here? Give me a proper carved story. Okay. I'm starting your what on the clock. I'll give you just 45 seconds. Abhi tak bhi you guys might have already thought about something कि क्या हो रहा है. What do you think about this image? ठीक है? Okay. 10 more seconds to go. All right, perfect. Any volunteer here?
Yes, ma'am.
Go first.
I want to say,
Lovely.
I think this photo reflects deforestation and water scarcity because the person is sitting on a wooden chair which is made up of wood, and possibly it would be made by cutting some trees, and due to that deforestation we can see the lake is means lacking water, so it's reflect water scarcity where the person is enjoying the view and the animals are still hoping that there could be some more water to us to survive, I think,
Wow,
according to me.
lovely. Spot on. Anybody else? One more person. Can we all do the reaction
Yeah,
clap?
Navya.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I see the person as an artist who's like a wildlife photographer, and he's observing the animals and the vegetation around him. And it makes him realize that due to the scarce vegetation which is present, it could be a sign of the environmental genocide which is happening day by day, and the amount of artistry which is decreasing day by day, because at the end of the day, he's a wildlife photographer.
Absolutely. Wow. And Arush has given me a long story in the chat. Arush, quickly summarize it for us. With switch on your mic and quickly summarize it for us. Where is Arush? Video
Yes,
on
ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, Hanji. ऐसे ही बताओ.
Ma'am, I think this is a story of stillness, observation, and respect. The bench is more than just a seat. It is a pause in the time. In this vast wildness, the man finds clarity and humanity in the deep appreciation of all the wildlife.
Absolutely lovely. So you guys have, I think these are the best in meanings that we could derive from this aaj tak ke in my experience. Okay, next one. This is
Yeah,
about
Vaishnavi.
things.
Somebody raise hand now right now. Vaishnavi?
Yes, ma'am, I did that.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, I wanted to tell the meaning of that picture.
You can take up the next one. Do you see the
Okay.
other picture on your screen or is the screen share paused? Can you see the screen, Abhi?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you take another 30 seconds and summarize this one. Whenever anybody is ready, let me know.
Ma'am, I think that it is a imaginative visualization of nature I can see that the sunset is as seen, and the moon is also means moon and the sun are seen together, which can be imaginative, and it is a beautiful vision of a nature where it can reflect the beauty of our earth or means our surrounding. Yes, that's what I.
Lovely. Beautiful.
Ma'am,
Okay.
may I?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, to me, I see this as a dream, like a dream of a very young girl who has just gone to sleep after hearing the tales from her grandmother. So all she thinks about what the world outside looks like.
How beautiful. Lovely. You guys are doing great. Yes, Arush, go ahead.
I think this is a place where there's no fear, only wonder and calm and some greater things. Time flew slower here. The soul, we can see in this picture, the soul feel lighter. This is not just a place; it's a hope for the imagination for oneself.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Lovely. Okay. So now, did you see that how a visual, what we could see, Abhi, was a picture, correct? It was a visual. Now, how one visual can have different meanings for everybody. So, whenever there is just a single picture, this is a way to communicate, correct? But for all different people, for all 6 million people, they might have a different understanding of what this visual is. So, when we are trying to communicate, visual communication is one form of communication, but the backlash that it faces is that visual communication can have 100 different representations or understandings for each one of us, so might not be the strongest kind of communication that we have. Nonetheless, what do you think? Is everybody a born speaker? How does that happen? Mr. Modi, do you think he was a born speaker? Do you think all the leaders you can think of, you're probably some teachers in the school you adore, or anybody of that sort, some actors, Bollywood actors do a lot of press conferences, these cricketers ke agenda mein, there's never communication. They just know how to play. But one day, if they play well, they have to face the media. Do you think these people are born speakers?
Practice makes them perfect.
Absolutely. Definitely. Practice make them perfect. But the one thing is that nobody is a born speaker. This is a skill that you acquire. For somebody's upbringing, speaking might be in their family, their parents might be good speakers, or you have been brought up, or you see people around you who are great speakers, so you have that knack. Somebody loves it generally, so they have picked it up. But do you think otherwise somebody gets born with this skill? Do you think?
No.
किसी को लगता है ऐसा? नहीं?
No,
All
ma'am.
very, I'd say 1 in a million, very few people might be born with this overwhelming skill of, of fab communication. But otherwise, everybody is trained to communicate. Any leaders that you see, leaders mane now people who have authority, okay? Any politicians, let's call them. Any politicians you see, they are doing so much practice. They always usually have a transcript wala screen in front of them. Every word that they have to see, it is already scripted, and they're practicing all that beforehand. They have speech coaches. Everybody is trained on how they can communicate. So the moment we call ourselves poor communicators कि हमें बोलना नहीं आता है, हम कैसे अपने आप को represent करेंगे, how can we lead with influence, that is not something that you have to strain yourself with. You should not worry about all this. All you need to do is put in a little bit of an effort so that you can really become great speakers. Correct? With great leaders, and only thing which is supremely important is to ace communication. Of course, your skill of how you are leading is important. You have to be able to influence people. उनका trust जीतना जरूरी है, उनके goodwill के बारे में सोचना जरूरी है. But how do you bring all of that together? You can't do it without being a good speaker. Correct? इसीलिए speaking में सबसे ज़्यादा जो चीज हमारा यूज होती है, we're going to learn how to communicate well. All right? Okay. Communication के 3 major pillars are verbal, non-verbal, and listening. Did you ever think listening was a part of communication?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you guys are aware of this. Lovely. ठीक है. Then we are going to do a very small, quick activity. ठीक है? Okay. इसमें I want most of the camera switched on. जल्दी से कर लो एक बार. Yes, thank you. Camera switch on कर लो guys quickly. Come on. Ishita, Vaishnavi, Harshit, thank you so much. Kavya, lovely. Okay. Can we all open our hands like this? Right hands. Thanks, Kushi. Screen में दिखे मुझे please. Thanks, Anshu. Everybody? Yes? Srijan? Right hand. Thank you. Okay. Can we make a nice wow word sign? Saksham? Can we make this? Okay, I think Saksham has lost us. ठीक है, सबने बना लिया. Lovely. Okay. Now just follow my instruction. ठीक है? Take your hand and place it on your nose. Okay, let's get back. Take your hand and place it on your forehead. Okay, let's get back. Take your hand and place it on your chin. Place it on your chin. Place it on your chin. Okay, finally. How many of you placed it on your cheek? कितने थे honestly बता दो.
First I placed it on my chin, then I realized a cheek, then I realized that you said chin. So
yes. So what we do is again, okay, Swati, got it. So what we realize by this is we are visual people in general. Okay, we are born with looking at things and making derivations out of that. Picture देखी थी सबका अपना meaning है because with visuals we understand better. Similarly देखा कि चीक पे रख दिया और अभी तक का ट्रस्ट विन हो चुका था, राइट? नोज पे भी नोज पे जा रहा है, फोरहेड पे भी जा रहा है, एंड द मोमेंट यू से योर चीक, तो हाँ यही तो होगा, यही जो बोला अभी तक फॉलो कर लेता है. बिकॉज वी आर विजुअल पीपल, वी लुक एट थिंग्स एंड अंडरस्टैंड बेटर. तभी बोलते हैं पीपीटीज बनाओ तो इंटरैक्टिव रखो, चीजें ऐसी डालो कि लोगों को somebody who's auditory, somebody who likes to listen, उसका भी cater हो जाए, versus somebody who likes to see visually, उसका भी cater हो जाए. So this is where listening comes in play. Whatever is being shown in front of you holds relevance for sure, but you also need to be very particular about what the other person is saying. तो सुनना बहुत जरूरी है communicate करने के लिए. Correct? हमारी बहुत बार आदत होती है सामने वाले को कट करने की. But if you want to be a leader in whatever capacity, now not necessarily a politician, okay? If you want to be a leader, you need to start with being a good listener. Let the other person complete first, yeah? And then we can move on. All right, so that was a quick realization for you on how important listening is, correct? If we get to the theory of it, Dr. Albert Mehrabian got us a theory which said your maximum communication happens with your body language. Like 55% of your communication is with your body language. 38% is tone of voice, meaning how you say it, basically verbal communication. And words, what you are saying is only just holds 7% of the relevance. मैं actually present कैसे कर रही हूँ, मैं दिख कैसे रही हूँ, मेरी body क्या communicate कर रही है, holds the maximum relevance, which is almost 55%, correct? So this is what we call non-verbal behavior. अभी हमने listening के बारे में बात की, we are coming to non-verbal aspect which holds your 55% relevance, correct? Okay, 3 very, very important pillars of non-verbal communication are your posture, gesture and facial expressions. ठीक है? अभी फटाफट सब लोग अपना posture check करेंगे. Is everybody's posture correct? सब हंस रहे हैं, सबकी मूवमेंट हो रही है. Are our postures correct? बैठते हुए तो हमारे posture बहुत खराब होते हैं. We have to agree on that. हाँ अपलव, you look so better now. हाँ एकदम ऐसे लीडर. ओके, सृजन ने तो देखो सिर्फ फेस दिखाया, सृजन का हम कुछ बता नहीं सकते हैं. योगेश, ओके लवली. दिव्या, कैन वी स्ट्रेटन अप लोअर बैक? हाँ, so one trick is whenever you're sitting ना, straighten your back from your lower back. बिल्कुल नीचे वाले part से back straight करोगे ना, automatically ऐसा लगेगा your posture is correct. So it is a cheat code. Huh? Otherwise, if you have to ever understand how can you have a correct posture, huh? Take a wall, ठीक है? Imagine this is a wall. You have to stand against that wall, back with the wall, touch your calves, your hips, and your shoulders to the wall. ठीक है? Shoulders, hips, and calves, and the back of your ankle also. ये 4 चीजें अगर आपकी wall पे touch हो रही है, and then just move forward. ठीक है? दूसरा एक very famous trick to practice posture is keep a register or a notebook on the top of your head and walk. पता लगेगा कि posture कितना खराब है. Why? Because we are walking like this usually. यहाँ कई लोगों की आदत होती है जो ऊपर देख के करते हैं, which is rare, but mostly we are walking नीचे देख के. First posture खराब यहीं से होता है. So if you have to have a notebook on the top of your head, you know you have to walk absolutely straight. Correct? So next time you are actually going out somewhere, किसी से बात कर रहे हो, इंटरव्यू कर रहे हो, कहीं भी जा रहे हो, ट्राई करना कि पहले 5 मिनट के लिए बस फटाफट posture प्रैक्टिस कर लो. एक बार वॉल के अगेंस्ट खड़े हो जाओ and just try and walk from there. Now what you'll understand is शुरू के कुछ टाइम में ना ये चीज बहुत रोबोटिक लगेगी. इसलिए how can somebody walk like that? है ना? Girls might feel कि oh my god, my chest is out, which is weird. But you have to bring it down in your natural posture for every day. Specifically जब interviews देने जाते हो ना, वहाँ पे हमारे sitting postures होते हैं. Is why I told you the lower back वाली trick. है ना? हम ऐसे बैठते हैं. एक तो हमारे shoulders dropped होते हैं. This is what we do. So पहली बात तो shoulders ऐसे होने चाहिए. Can I see all of your shoulders? क्या सबको लग रहा है? Aplav is doing fab with posture. बाप रे. Amazing. Okay, Swati का भी एकदम सही हो गया. Kavya, can I see? Okay, now drop your shoulders. सब खराब posture में आ जाओ एक बार. Drop your shoulders. हाँ, सृजन ने बढ़िया drop किया. All right. Divya, okay. Divya, मुझे change नहीं दिखा. Now, what is your correct shoulder posture? Okay, और drop क्या? खराब posture कौन सा? So हम usually ऐसे ही बैठते हैं. We have to agree on this, correct? To be able to sit like this, our upper back will have some pressure and it will go straight. ठीक है? Realize this fact. और जब भी बैठोगे ना, हमेशा जब भी इंटरव्यू के लिए जाओगे, हमेशा चेयर के आगे वाले पार्ट को बैठना. ऐसा नहीं कि ऐसे फैल के पीछे की तरफ बैठे हुए हैं. रिलैक्स पोस्चर नहीं चाहिए. करेक्ट? सिट बिल्कुल आगे वाला हाफ ऑफ द चेयर एंड देन कीप योर लोअर बैक से स्ट्रेट. एज सुन एज यू डू दैट, आधा से ज्यादा पोस्चर तो करेक्ट हो ही जाएगा. डज इट मेक सेंस? किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है?
No,
यस?
ma'am.
नो? ओके, लवली. ठीक है, लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. The second part is your gestures. Gestures का क्या मतलब होता है? Anybody?
Hand movements.
Okay. ठीक है, hand movements is one part. एक और चीज का भी. What else can gestures be? Wild guess.
Actions.
Movement of the head is also a gesture.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so hands, head, what else? Ankur, what did you say?
Ma'am, any action done by the body.
Lovely. That is actually it. So any movement that your body does. So hands, heads, legs, whatever. Any body movement is called a gesture. ठीक है? 55% अगर किसी चीज को हमने वेटेज दिया, डेफिनेटली उसका कुछ सेंस तो होगा. अब मैं अपना हेड टिल्ट कर रही हूँ. So body language, I'll tell you, is an absolutely elaborate theory. It's an absolutely elaborate practice. We have done a lot of sessions here. पहले I have done with a lot of other people. So होता क्या है कि आपके वर्ड से पहले आपकी बॉडी कैसे कम्युनिकेट कर रही है. वो आपके, अगर आपने सर ऐसे रख दिया, हाथ ऐसे रख दिया, what does it look? Does it look like a very formal posture? Do you think you can do it in front of a interviewer, interviewee? नहीं? क्या लग रहा है इससे? क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है इसमें?
Casual, बहुत casual look.
Absolutely, it's a very casual posture. So when you keep in mind your posture, you also have to know कि कौन से hand movements फॉर्मल है, कौन से हैंड मूवमेंट्स कैजुअल है. I just have some pictures for you. Wow. Suddenly my... Okay. What do you think is this posture? Casual, formal, where can you do it? When do you do it? Do you even do it? क्या लगता है इसके बारे में?
Casual, I think.
Casual, ठीक है. Casual लग रहा है? क्यों casual लग रहा है?
Ma'am, the cross arms.
Shoulders are
arms.
loose and facial expression.
Facial expressions, fab, okay. अच्छा, एक चीज समझो. If you are looking to be a leader, crossed arms na, you'll lot of times see leaders doing that. कभी editorial या magazine photo shoots देखोगे ना leaders के, तो उनके arms usually crossed ही होते हैं. They usually do this posture. Female leaders specifically, कभी अगर आपने magazine के shoots देखे या front covers, उनके arms crossed होते हैं. But difference क्या है? If you want to be a leader and if you ever want to earn the trust of people, never hide your palms. इसमें क्या the palms of the guy, hands are visible of the guy? नहीं, ये तो casual posture है ही, but how can we make it less casual? Sometimes कई बार होता है AC बहुत ज्यादा तेज होता है, ठंड लग रही होती है, or girls a lot of times we don't know where to put our hands, and we are not in a very professional setting also, so we end up doing this. But if you ever still want to do this, one thing that I want you to do is at least show your palms. So how can you do that? Put it up. अंदर छुपाने की बजाय, so अंदर छुपाने की जगह pull it up and then have your back straight. Can we all try this quickly? पहले तो बेसिक वाला है जिसमें हम ऐसे रहते हैं, और कई बार वो छोटे-छोटे when small kids are very angry ना, उनको तुम usually this posture you'll see. So it is a very casual posture for sure. अभी अगर मुझे इसको थोड़ा formal बनाना है, how can I do that? Can we show palms? अच्छा सृजन, you have put in relaxed posture. इसको थोड़ा सा सीधा रखेंगे? Yes, correct. Who else is trying? Vrinda, हाँ. Have you put your hands नीचे? Can we put it a little ऊपर like this? Yes. Yes. Fingers को open रखने की जगह closed रखेंगे. अपलव थोड़ी सी fingers close हो सकते हैं. Your hands are big anyway, so we can't help with that. ठीक है. Okay, great. Anybody else is trying? Sneha. Yes. Nice. So if you ever want to be leaders, if you want to earn the trust of people, if your palms are not visible, people will not trust you. These are very, very small things we never think about, है ना? But all these things make a difference. If somebody is standing on a stage and they're standing like this, you would not want to trust them. You think, yeah, kaun hai? Why should I even give weightage to what he's saying? Correct? All this thing is going to make a difference. Let's get back. I have another picture. What do you think of this? Anybody? Can you see my screen? No. Okay, sorry. Can you see it now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do you think of this posture?
Formal. Formal.
Okay. Why does this look like a formal posture? Is her overall postures correct? Is her back straight?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What else? Are the shoulders in the correct posture?
Yes.
Yes. Now, do you look at her elbows? Achha, what I'm telling is goes and applies irrespective of if you're a guy or a girl. ठीक है, दोनों के लिए apply होती है चीज. Now, how we had the elbows in this one? Very close to the body. Yes. How do we have it in this one? Away from the body. Is it? ठीक है. Now, whenever you are trying to make an impression, to show yourself as a leader, to show yourself in a power position, try and keep your hands a little away from the body. ठीक है? एकदम ऐसे नहीं रखना, little away from the body. ठीक है? This is one thing. Do you know what this is called? This posture that she's made? This hand gesture that she's made? किसी को इसका नाम पता है? Do you know what this is? No?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this is called a steeple. Can we all make it? अपने hands को claw position में रखेंगे सब, not but claw position. Yes, Aplav did it right, and now just put it together. Shansh, can you bring थोड़ा सा ऊपर? Yes, finger straight होनी चाहिए और इसको natural कर लो, थोड़ा relax position कर लो. Yes, Sujin is doing absolutely fine. वैष्णवी थोड़ा सा relax कर लो इसको, make it very natural to you. हाँ, अभी थोड़ा सा नीचे लाके, and then if you stand like this. So this is one position you will find leaders always in. Now for us, आज तक leaders का मतलब सिर्फ politicians होता था, but think about any leaders, ठीक है? Anybody who's a great communicator might be seen in this position. This is called a power pose. Anytime you see somebody doing this, सबसे पहले दिमाग पे impression जाता है, okay, probably this person has the ability to influence, probably they can win our trust. ठीक है? So if you want to be a leader and communicate with your, it's called a steeple, S-T-E-L, type it. Here you go. Oh, I've sent it to Arush. Okay. Here you go. It's called a steeple. ठीक है? Okay. So now, if you ever, now it's not about you just giving presentations on the stage or holding a mic. Anytime you think you're standing in a group of 5 people, abhi group discussions bhi honge, correct? Whenever you are giving your interviews, you will face group discussions. You can just sit with this posture on the table. You can just sit like this also. This is a power position. Sitting positions mein yaad rakhna, being a leader and portraying to be a leader can be a little tricky because half your body is already covered. Correct? Gestures क्या है? पूरी body की movement है. But lower part of my body is totally covered. So I just have the upper part of my body. Right? Does this make sense? Any confusions?
No, ma'am.
Perfect. ठीक है. Third part क्या था? सबसे पहले हमने posture के बारे में समझा, हमने gestures के बारे में समझा. The third very important part is your facial expressions. Do you think these make a difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you see this video? Video तो नहीं बोलना चाहिए, मुझे meme है. What do you think this means? ये वाला सबने देखा ही होगा अभी तक.
Yes, ma'am.
इसका क्या मतलब है? क्या मतलब होता है? When do we do this? When can a person do this?
When we are annoyed.
When we are
Annoyed or not
annoyed.
interested in
हाँ, कि क्या ही कर रहे हो? Any other interpretation इसका कुछ है?
Ma'am, I feel like, to me, it looks like she's judging someone.
Perfect, yeah, okay. Annoy होके भी judge कर सकते हैं हम. Judging someone, perfectly spot on. Anybody else? किसी और की कोई और representation है? नहीं? Okay, let's
I'm
move on.
confused of the scenario that is taking place.
Confusion,
She
ठीक है?
looks disgusted.
Yes, she looks disgusting. Okay, let's move on to the second one. Have you guys seen The Office?
Yes, ma'am.
You know Michael Scott?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, lovely. So, what does this mean? Do you want to see again? नहीं
Yes,
देख सकते? अच्छा देखना है? Okay. There you go. What does this expression? इसमें हम particularly expressions के बारे में notice कर रहे हैं. What do you think? How is he feeling?
Happy, joyful,
Happy, excited.
happy. Excited, happy. Yes. What else? कुछ और भी है क्या इसमें?
It somewhere shows a sign of approval.
Okay, yes, because probably हमें hand movement से हमने इस gesture को का basic meaning is well done, good job, or yes, approved. Go ahead. Perfect, approval. Anything else? Chalo, next. Let's move on to the next. Okay. What about this? Anybody who has seen The Office will definitely relate with what Stanley is trying to say here. But what do you think this means? Nobody?
Least
Least
Fed up.
interested.
Least
Fed up.
interested.
kind
Fed
of.
up. Okay, yes. What
It
else?
shows disinterest or disappointment about something.
Absolutely. Disappointment. So are
Ma'am,
we
it's like, here we go again.
sorry?
I'm like, he's trying to say that in expression that here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again. Yes, yes, perfect. Absolutely. ठीक है. So did you notice that for all the memes that we just saw, everything has a facial expression, ठीक है? Look and notice the eyes. ठीक है? Here also again. Here what is happening? The eyebrows are raising, the eyes are opening wider, है ना? इस वाले में we are actually closing our eyes and then opening it. So when we say body language as a study, there are absolutely proper body language experts who read body language. ठीक है? When we say that, every expression means बहुत बार ऐसे होगा, if somebody asks you something, तो you usually look at the top right and then answer. Somebody is asking you, परसों क्या किया था? If I can remember correctly, day before yesterday, I was doing. Whenever you look top right, you are usually thinking something. So when we actually study body language, every action, every facial expression has a meaning to it. Why could you see approval here? Because thumbs up for us is it's a very common and widespread thing. That is why thumbs up for us is usually approval. That is why we could easily make out. But joy कैसे समझ में आया? खुशी कैसे समझ में आई? Eyebrows got raised, eyes were wide open, correct? Each small facial expression has a meaning. So before doing this in front of people, next time be very aware. There are these memes also that I was not saying anything versus what my face was saying was this. Has somebody seen that?
Yes,
There
ma'am. That
was a
your face
content,
has
Yes, ma'am.
subtitles.
correct? So it face has subtitles, exactly. So be very aware. Specifically, if you're looking to be a leader, you need to control your facial expressions a little bit more. है ना? Does that make sense? What have we discussed up till now? Can somebody share? So we have discussed listening. We have discussed non-verbal communication, जिसमें हमने क्या discuss किया? Your postures, your gestures, and your facial expressions. What is the other very important part of communication is actually verbal communication. बात कैसे करनी है, right? So we will quickly move on to that. Okay. सबसे पहली चीज है वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन, है ना? वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन क्या है? Now just listen to what I say, ठीक है? What we are going to do today is going to be about communication and how do we understand leadership, presence, and how can you apply communication to become a great leader. What we are going to discuss today is about communication, and then we are going to relate it to leadership. Then we'll understand how do you mix and match both things and communicate to become a great leader. What was the difference between the two?
Ma'am, in the first one, the
In
voice was quite slow, so it shows that you are not so much interested in speaking. And in second,
Conviction was not there in the first one.
yeah,
Okay.
and in second one, your voice was quite high, so it shows that you are interested in teaching us or telling us or about this session.
Okay. Voice is low and voice is high. Mane volume. Are you talking about my volume?
Ma'am,
Yes,
your
ma'am,
voice
it is,
was
I think, the
monotonous.
enunciation of the words.
Enunciation. All right. Yes. Anything else?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
the
your
pauses
expression.
that you took
Pauses.
in the second.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. What else? Anything else?
Ma'am, your expressions.
Expressions. Okay. Body language got a role. I was using my hand in the second part. The first part I was not using at all. Okay. So
Ma'am,
body
the
language
emphasis on specific words also created a difference.
absolutely, absolutely correct. So when we talk about voice modulation, we don't want to go in a single frequency. You see this frequency? When you record audios in your phone, you always see these frequencies, correct? So now, from now on, whenever you are preparing for any speech, any presentation, any whatever, class activity, whatever, and going forward even in colleges, remember to open the voice notes of your phone and record it there, because what will happen there is it is going to show you these frequencies. You will understand if you are going up, coming down. Now one of you mentioned the voice was low and the voice was high, that is volume. Volume भी important है. मैं तेज volume में भी सीधा बोल सकती हूँ. Today we are going to discuss about communication, and then we are going to relate it with how we can involve it in leadership. We are going to mix both of that to understand how to communicate better for a great leader. This is my volume is high, but still I'm speaking in one frequency. What do we need? We need various sorts of emphasis on words. We need to go slow. कहीं पे भी मुझे, if I want to bring your attention, I'm trying to go slow there. If I really speak this way, and then you will not be able to understand what voice modulation is, how do you put, and are you able to understand anything? Catch नहीं कर पाओगे. If I want your attention and focus on a specific topic, I am going to play around with voice modulation. किस बात पे कितना emphasis देना है. There is a word which we call inflection. आवाज को ऊपर करना. Deflection. आवाज को नीचे करना. मतलब really? I took my pitch up. Really? I took my pitch down. Words same है, meanings अलग हो गए. Yeah? Did you notice?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. एक चीज तो हो गई वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन. कभी भी प्लेन सिंपल चीज में बात ही मत करो. What usually happens is when we are around with friends, we are around with families, when there is a no pressure situation, we do that. It comes very naturally to us. But the moment we are preparing something, we have prepared something and we have the pressure to deliver that, it will all go off. है ना? So what you do is to avoid that, first and the very important thing is to have the first minute of your speech prepared. एक introduction वाला segment होता है, like where you see कि hello everybody, I am Prachi Kukreja, I am an internationally certified image consultant and a soft skills trainer. What we are going to discuss about today is how do you really understand communication, mix and match that with leadership, and become a great leader. For that, we really need to understand what leadership really is. So if I have the first 7 to 8 lines of my presentation, of my speech, or whatever I'm going to deliver prepared, rest part is going to be sorted. When we say Prime Minister Narendra Modi never prepares his speeches, he never has a script in front of him, usually very less transcribed because he's giving in front of a large audience. He still has the first few minutes of the speech learned by heart. ठीक है? So this is a trick, और इसमें there is nothing wrong about it. There's nothing wrong about memorizing the first few lines of your speech. Because अगर start सही note पे हो जाता है ना, you are on a different high and you can carry all the rest by yourself. That shouldn't be a problem. ठीक है? तीसरी चीज क्या है? Speak slowly, take pauses. जहां पे emphasize करना है, वहां पे pause हो जाओ. उसके बाद लोगों को टाइम दो सोचने का. Take 1 second or 2 second pause in between. If I just, now look at me what I do. If I just keep on speaking and take no pauses in between, I'm going to say that one, voice modulation is very important. You have to bring your voice up and down. Second part, what is very important is how do you cover your speech. So learn the first few minutes. Register nahi hoga kisi ko bhi kuch. You are not an impactful speaker at all. For you to be an impactful speaker, जो भी important points है specifically वहाँ पे, तो आपको you have to go slow, and after you have made a point, take a pause, so that at least people register that. And whenever you see Mr. Modi, he is fabulous with pauses and speaking slow. Did you notice that? किसी ने देखा है ये चीज?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Okay. This is clear?
Any questions from anyone?
No, ma'am.
Perfect.
We have 44 participants, but only 4 are there, I think so. So active.
All right.
Laksham, Divya, Vaishnavi, Khushi, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Shreyans? Aplav to he's active. No? Okay, Prachi, let's go ahead.
So to improve your modulation and to improve your throw and your focus on words, practice all these tongue twisters. Yeah, pick one, each one of you, and then we'll do it 5 times each. Yes? किसी कोई preference है तो you can start. Who is going to start first?
Let's start with the person who has not said a single word.
Who is it? कौन है? Pick and choose मत करवाओ यार, खुद कर दो please. Should I pick and choose?
Yeah, Prachi, you can go.
Okay.
Yes.
1 second. I have to come on the screen. All right. Shilpa, can you do this? Ayush Gupta?
Yes, ma'am, I can try. Which ones am I supposed to try?
Whatever you want. I'll come back to the screen. Ayush Gupta, are you here? I don't think Ayush is sleeping probably. Oh, hey, Ayush hai.
No.
Ayush. Karna है tongue twister try?
No, ma'am.
क्यों?
So,
Ayush, you can do
which
it.
one,
Try
should I
once,
try
na?
Kacha Papad?
Ayush, try.
Okay, Shilpa, कच्चा पापड़.
Kacha Papad, Pakka Papad, 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 Kacha Papad, Pakka Papad. I hope I'm done.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes, you're done. Can we clap virtually for Shilpa? Thank you. Okay. आयुष ने तो बिल्कुल मना कर दिया कि वो तो नहीं करेंगे.
नहीं, let him do Ayush once. Just try once.
No, sorry, ma'am.
Acha. Chalo, leave it. Anyone else?
Jia Gupta, are you here?
Yes,
Jia,
ma'am.
do you want to try?
No, ma'am.
Oh,
Come on, there's
God.
no harm in trying. Guys, you can always try, isn't it? Okay, we can all laugh
Yeah,
at
just
this.
try for once only.
Let
It's
it
not a
fun
big deal.
exercise, no? Yeah. No exam or test. Oh, no problem. Let's get back. Srijan, come on, you do it. Ooch ऊंचा वाला करना, ठीक है?
Actually, I was doing the same.
हाँ, वही कर रहे थे क्या? ठीक है, perfect. Then you can do that. And 12 twins वाला, who will take it? Brinda, do you want to do?
I don't remember the full, but
मैं screen दिखा रही हूँ. I'll show the screen. Brinda, do you want to do the center वाला? I'll show the screen. ठीक है? Either of you can start.
ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंचे पूछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूंछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूंछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूंछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूंछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ
बस.
ऊंची.
Great, Srijan, great. You have done 5 times.
Absolutely fabulous. Lovely. Okay, next, Vrinda. Can you take this one?
Ma'am, should I try oot ucha?
Yeah, Vrinda, yeah, please.
Sure.
Ma'am, shall I do the middle one then?
Please. Absolutely.
ऊंची पूछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट ऊट ऊंची पीठ ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊट sorry.
No, you are doing great, Vrinda. You can do it. You are doing great.
All right. ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूछ ऊट की ऊट ऊंचा ऊट की पीठ ऊंची ऊंची पूछ ऊट की.
Great.
Lovely.
You have done it.
Absolutely lovely. ठीक है. Who was taking the center one?
Kushi was saying na something?
Yes, ma'am. I was thinking about doing the center one.
Yeah, please.
Go ahead.
12 twins, 12 twigs, 12 twins, 12 twigs, 12 twins, 12 twigs, 12 twins, 12 twigs, 12 twins, 12 twigs.
Great, yaar,
Absolutely
बहुत
lovely.
easy. It was so easy for her.
Fabulous. Girls and boys. So see, the point of doing this is whenever I want, a lot of times it happens, right? We mix words. ऐसा हो जाता है एकदम speech देते हुए. And all these things will happen when you are a little nervous, when there's a little pressure on your head, you want to deliver something of that sort. ये चीजें होती ही हैं. Something you cannot avoid, okay? Public speaking का fear is amongst the biggest in the world. It is even above the fear of water, the fear of heights and all that. It's called glossophobia if you want to study about it. The thing is, when you practice inflection, deflection, going up, coming down, when you train your tongue, train your head to clearly read, specify, speak out loud some words which feel together, look very similar to each other, it is going to train you. So some things that you have to do if you want to be a great speaker and eventually a great leader, we have to keep in mind that of course we practice. There is nothing like practice. You have to practice 10 times, 15 times. There is nothing wrong about it. And even however great you go, so even if I was preparing for this presentation today, I have done it a multiple number of times. I still practice every time I want to give a presentation. One night prior, I'm always doing something. I'm always improvising something. I'm probably adding a new meme, removing something according to what my audience is, right? You always have to have at least the first minute of your speech prepared. Record yourself. If it is just an audio thing, you can see the inflection in the audio wala app of your phone. Otherwise, record yourself. What will recording do to you? You will be able to see your body language. Is your body language very close? Are your arms very close to your body? Can we keep it a little away? Can we have a steeple? Is my back straight? Am I interacting with the entire audience? Right? Okay, and visualize. Whenever you go to a stage, whenever you're giving a presentation, a classroom activity, whatever, visualize in advance that, okay, this is how the room will look like. This is where I will be sitting, probably other people. There is going to be audience. Think about it. And think about a positive notion that I have killed it, I have rocked it, it has been fabulous. There is so much negativity around us. We need to have that first set of positive lines fed to our brain always. So positive thinking में, positive visualization में कभी कमी नहीं होनी चाहिए. If your base is set, whatever negative is around you would not matter or affect you as much. Correct? Is this clear to everybody? Any questions here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
One other thing which is absolutely very important and there is no going back is passion. Twinkle ji mentioned in between that there is some passion in my voice, and somebody also said conviction. That is what we call passion. What I'm saying, I have to say it in a way that I completely believe in the fact.
This is most important, Prachi, what I feel.
Absolutely.
When you believe what you are saying, na, passion is there.
Absolutely. And it comes in your voice very naturally.
Yes.
जब भी हमारी मम्मी से लड़ाई होती है, मैं तो नहीं खाऊंगा, कुछ भी कर लो, मैं तो ये घी की सब्जी नहीं खाऊं. वहां से वो कन्विक्शन, पैशन, पॉजेस, स्पीकिंग स्लो, सब कुछ आ जाता है, because we really believe in the fact that we hate that vegetable. Correct? So there is passion. Now, anytime you are speaking as a leader, now leader, remember, is every day. It is not about a politician. It is not to take the stage of your entire college or school assembly, nothing like that. Even if you're inside your class with your 20 people, you are able to influence people, people trust you, they come to you for judgments, they feel great around you, you are a leader. And whenever you are suggesting anything to them, you've got to have that passion. Say it as you believe it. Only then can you portray and convey your message. Only then will people believe in you. Yeah? And without belief, nobody is a leader. Do you all agree with that? Yeah? All right.
Yes.
Perfect. Moving on.
जब भारत की आजादी के 100 साल होंगे, विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए, तत्काल भारत की इकोनॉमी को 4 नंबर से 3 नंबर पर ले जाने के लिए अब हम कोई विदेशी चीज का उपयोग नहीं करेंगे.
Was this audible?
Little bit break in between, but it's audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play it once again. Now I want you to see it from a leader's perspective, from the perspective of a the two aspects that we covered, your non-verbal communication and your verbal communication. Tell me, are there any feedback points you think he should have improved on? What is it that he is doing absolutely perfect, spot on? Whatever is your opinion on this video, I want one input from everybody. Okay, I'll replay it, watch it again.
हम जब भारत की आजादी के 100 साल होंगे, विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए तत्काल भारत की इकोनॉमी को 4 नंबर से 3 नंबर पर ले जाने के लिए अब हम कोई विदेशी चीज का उपयोग नहीं करेंगे. हम
Okay, let's start with his non-verbal communication, his body language. Who's going first? 1 point each, very quick.
Ma'am, he used his hands in the video, especially like pointing out things.
Yes, pointing, one, up, down. All right, what else?
Ma'am,
Then
his eye contact with the audience was always there while he was
Yes.
communicating.
Correct. So I just want to add on that. Jabhi bhi, you have a big group of people, correct? Do you see how he went from this turn to the center, came on the side, and then turned to the right? When you have this huge group of people, you have to make an impact. You cannot look at everybody. You might be looking this small. Specifically, he's behind a podium. Half of his body is already covered. Now, how does he make impact? He's trying to move his body to show that I am talking to everybody. Yes? Okay, lovely. Thanks, Navya. What else?
Ma'am, the way he was speaking, like voice modulation.
Was?
Voice modulation.
Voice modulation. Yes. We're talking about the non-verbal, Abhi. Anything on the non-verbal aspect somebody else thinks? Eye contact ho gaya. We see
Ma'am,
hand.
the expression, like he's talking about something serious that time. So he's not smiling and delivering it that
Correct. Correct. So facial expressions are very important. You can't make faces. You have to be very particular about what you are saying and when. Act accordingly. Lovely. Anything else? Kuch aur reh gaya?
Conviction in his talks.
Absolutely. Passion. Twinkle G is all in for passion.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else are we missing? हो गया सब कुछ non-verbal में. Should we move
Ma'am,
to
the thing about his body language that includes his signature gestures like wearing the kurta and the shawl.
Yes. Okay. So this part, Shreyansh, thanks for highlighting that. This comes under your appearance. When I say I'm an image consultant, that is what I work on. Okay. So whatever is the goal that you are trying to portray, you have to dress for that. Okay. So when you have to dress for that, you also have to know what kind of colors to wear. You need to know what kind of shoulders should you have. Is it okay to wear a cut sleeves? Is it what kind of neck should you carry? Correct. So all this comes under appearance aspect of image consulting. So like you mentioned, Amitabh Bachchan also you'll see a lot of times with that shawl around, hai na? Saif Ali Khan sometimes you'll see with it. So that gives you a royal presence. That gives you somebody who you can trust. Similarly, somebody is wearing a overcoat, a short over jacket, like usually most politicians do with a kurta. It is an image in our head already कि अगर किसी ने ये पहना है, we can easily trust these people, है ना? So that is where the appearance aspect comes in. Thanks, Shreyansh, for highlighting that. Okay, coming back to verbal communication. What else? We have not started. What about verbal communication?
First of all, his pitch changed a lot throughout the speech. Then another thing is that he was speeding up his speech at the starting, then he slowed down to make more important points. And yes.
Perfect. So inflection, voice modulation, and speed. Again, also pitch. वॉल्यूम एक चीज है, पिच दूसरी चीज है. मैं किसी चीज को ऊपर तेज, आवाज तो मेरी तेज हो सकती है, पर मैं एम्फसाइज और डी एम्फसाइज कर सकती हूँ. ओके, अपलव, एनी पॉइंट यू हैव?
Pause between his speech. He was talking something and take a pause and start it again.
Yes.
That was.
That is the USP of Mr. Modi. The way he takes pauses, the way he interacts with people. A lot of times it might get very boring for the audience, right? But he has his knack. He knows very well kitna pause karna hai, kahan pe pause karna hai. Right? Anything else you're missing? किसी का कोई और point है? Srijan, you have anything?
Not in verbal, I have quite different
वैसे
points.
बता दो, वैसे बता दो.
Being a leader, he's putting out kind of order, but not in aggressive way. He's confident in that. He's saying that we have to do this, but he's not kind of like some leaders are, nahi ye karo tum. It's not like that. He's putting his point in a confident and easy way so that everyone could understand and no one could get upset or offended with it.
Perfect. Great observation. So you use the word of aggressive, correct? Now, why did you think he was मतलब he was not absolutely aggressive कि convince कर रहे हैं, but he was still aggressive. ये तो हमें पता लगे. Why did you think? How could you make that out कि he was aggressive? कोई specific चीज थी which led you to think he was aggressive?
He was not aggressive. I said the same thing, that he's not showing
No,
his
I
point.
agree with your point. पर वो जो एक thought भी आ रहा है हमें कि he is very very pressing on the point जिसको हम aggressive बोल रहे हैं, वो हमें कैसे आ रहा है? Is there some specific thing that made you think about that?
Because he wants to convey it to people so that they could understand it and they could work on it. Because being a leader, it is important that everyone could listen us, and what we are saying, they should follow it.
Yes.
Without getting offended. So I think
Okay,
he's trying to
great.
convey it, and so that everyone could follow it, what he's saying.
All right. What else? Anybody else? कुछ
He
रह गया?
also raised the volume of his voice at certain words, so that defines the aggression.
तो pitch भी increase decrease हो रही है, voice हो रही है increase, जिससे हम aggression दिखा रहे हैं. All right, Vaishnavi, what did you get?
Also, ma'am, the frowning on the forehead.
Yes. So crowning on the forehead, you can see, you can usually say कि eyebrows raise हुई हैं, correct? Eyebrows raise होने से कि either if you are raising it up with your smile, then you are like wow, like Michael Scott वाला meme we saw. If you are raising just your eyebrows and you have a plain face, then you're like, okay, what really? And this can also be a little aggressive. Okay, so volume increase पे aggressive हुआ, eyebrow raise हुई इसलिए aggressive हुआ. कोई और reason से भी aggressive है क्या? सो सृजन ने ये बहुत स्पॉट ऑन बोला है कि वर्ड्स अग्रेसिव नहीं थे. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि मैं ऑफेंस यूज करूं वर्ड से अग्रेशन नहीं आया. डेफिनेटली अग्रेशन आया बॉडी लैंग्वेज से. नाउ यू रियलाइज कि वर्ड्स तो सिर्फ 7% प्ले करते हैं, बाकी 55% body language. The 55% of how you communicate, what comes across to people is your body language. But one very important point I'll tell you why he looked aggressive. And you are absolutely correct in bringing this, Srijan, because all the time he was doing this. This is not a very formal way to talk to people. You don't show your fingers to people. कभी बचपन में जब हमें डांट पड़ती थी तो हमें ऐसे पड़ती थी कि तू करके दिखा, तू घर से बाहर जाके दिखा. This is our parents talk, right? This is a clear association with aggression, that we are being scolded, we are being told. And the entire 7-8 seconds of the video, he was constantly doing this. Although this is not the right way to be a leader, I would never recommend in general to be doing this. Even if you want to point to somebody, I always ask people to do this. Open your palm and then point out. It's just saying you stand up, stand up. But it is very relevant for what he's trying to do. He has to have the people to understand. He has to know that the people should listen to him, believe in him. So words तो ऐसे नहीं है कि लोग offend हो जाएं. What is he doing? Just using this. Correct? That is where that aggression is coming from. That is where you believe that, okay, he's somebody of influence, he's somebody of authority, we should listen to him. Yeah? That is where we circle back to how relevant your body language is. Anything else anybody has? कुछ मिस कर रहे हैं हम? नहीं?
Ma'am, he has
Twinkle
a very thoughtful script. Like he knows that he knows how to cover both the aspects, like what he wants to speak and what the people want to hear. So there isn't any boredom in the conversation.
Correct. So there is a series on Netflix which is Designated Survivor. ठीक है उसमें ना it's about the US president and how a designated survivor comes up in case the president dies suddenly. ठीक है so that is where you will see they have a proper script writer, somebody who's telling them what to speak, how to speak. So the script part, it is nowhere related to what the president is saying. He just has that passion to convey it like he has written the speech for you. But it's actually a great team of writers who are doing it for them. ठीक है तो स्क्रिप्ट तो कभी भी स्पीकर के हाथ में यूजुअली होती नहीं है until unless we are doing school projects है ना where we really have to do speeches and all together. ठीक है Twinkle ji, can we extend it for another 5-7 minutes?
Yeah, please. Yeah,
Okay,
please.
okay. So one very quick thing I want from all of you now is vision speech. I want all of you to take 1 minute 30 seconds. I'll give you all to prepare. ठीक है अभी शुरू में इंट्रोडक्शन दिया था एक लाइन का in which you all of you told us what you want to be. Now probably the same part थोड़ा सा उसको और extend कर देंगे. Maybe add what hobbies do you like, maybe add where do you live, maybe add what do you want to be, why do you think you want to be that, or whatever you like, anything you want to speak. But try and apply body language, try and apply communication का pitch, inflection, tone. बस वो quick 30 second की vision speech अगर आपको कोई present करनी हो कि okay, introduce yourself, what do you want to be, how would you do that? Okay, I'll put on the timer 1 minute 30 seconds. Think about it. You know this. ये चीजें आप करते हो हमेशा, ये आपको पता है आपको क्या करना है. So we have a 1 minute 30 second timer here. All right. Are we ready? Somebody wants to go first? Then go ahead. Videos on kar lo guys. Come on, this is the last set and then we are done. Everybody. Harshit, nice to see you. Were you wearing headphones by any chance इससे पहले?
No, ma'am.
No, so that might be somebody else. Harshit, do you want to go first?
Definitely. Sure.
Okay, lovely. Let's
So,
start.
good afternoon and Jai Hind, everyone. I'm Harshit from science stream, and I would like to introduce myself as an very enthusiastic reader of comics and novels, especially some web novels. Like I love Harry Potter, how the scene unfolded in Chambers of Secret, and I would also like to explain why I love anime. It has a great plot, and I just love the art style. Moving forward, I follow my passion in becoming a engineer. I like how things work, a mechanical engineer to be specific, and I think that mechanical engineers are cool because they can explain how things work. Like if a frisbee is flowing through the air, like it's gliding. how it is moving between the mid air and how it turns. I think it's cool. That's why I want to pursue mechanical engineering. And the third thing I would like to tell everybody about myself is that even though there are many things I'm not great at, I would like to keep improving, and I would like to know everybody else as much as I love to know myself. Thank you.
Fabulous, lovely. Switch on your video na for 2 minutes. Harshit. Yeah, 2 minutes ke liye on. Not asking. Can you all clap for him at least? He actually did a fabulous job. Few feedback points I have for you. You're okay to take that, right, Harshit? Okay. So fabulously, you started with the steeple, which definitely gave a very positive impression, and I love that. In the middle, na thodi baar you were doing this. We naturally do this, पर इससे कहीं ना कहीं nervousness show होती है ना. हाँ, this we do this, आदत है हमारी. पर इससे क्या होता है, हम we are trying to understand अगला statement क्या होना चाहिए, what should I say. So just in case you feel वो nervousness kick in हो रही है, and this is for everybody, just open your palms. ऐसे रहने की जगह ना ऐसे बात करना शुरू कर दो. You know what my hobby is? I specifically love to be an engineer. So when you start opening your hands and talking, you don't have that thing where you can just rub your hands and fidget. You cannot fidget. Is where you look even more confident, because modulation was great. You were passionate about what you were saying because you could explain that very well. You were using your gestures also spot on. Every time your hand was moving, because we anyway just have the upper half of our body visible. So just this one thing, if you do this less, it will be absolutely spot on, where you'll not appear nervous at all. All right. Lovely, but thank you so much for volunteering first. Okay, who is going next? Ishita, do you want to go? Video off kar di. Okay. Who else is going next?
May I?
Yes, please, Vaishnavi.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vaishnavi Mishra, a grade 12 student from science stream with a focus on physics, chemistry, and biology. And I have a deep interest in photography, traveling, public speaking, and exploring everything. And also, I want to build a career in the medical field and enhance my public speaking, leadership qualities, and decision-making skills. Thank you.
Beautiful. So what Vaishnavi you did absolutely well was you were using your gestures a lot, which is great. But one thing we all miss when we are doing online meetings is हमें realize नहीं होता that only this part is visible. So हमारे हाथ usually screen के नीचे होते हैं. So this is what is happening with you. You were on the border of the screen ka. So although I could see this one little finger coming up here and there, so I knew that you were doing gestures, you were showing your fingers. पर अगर मैं इसको इस जगह पे कर दूं around my shoulders, it'll absolutely be far more confident. Yeah. But great voice modulation, great emphasis on traveling, food, photography. So you also took pauses there, which was great. But thoda sa gestures, when we're in an online meeting, we just have this screen to show to us. So is right or left ka use zyada karenge. Yes? Okay. All right, lovely. Who's going next? Can we clap?
May I go?
Yes, please. Yes, Navya, absolutely.
Okay, so Jai Hind everyone. My name is Navya Singh and I'm from 12th grade and I've opted the PCM stream to pursue my career in space science, as space science has always interested me since the childhood, because I have seen my country making glorious achievements in the field of space research, and even I want to contribute the same and make our nation proud as always. Apart from this, I share some major hobbies such as reading, painting, and listening to music. Specifically, I love painting and music listening because that's a way through which I can calm myself down. Because at the end of the day, studying maths, physics, and chemistry gets really stressful. So that's my only escape routine. Thank you, Jai.
Lovely. Okay. So what I loved was that your facial expressions were kicking in, where, that gets really boring. And then you had to laugh on the fact that, just studying can be very boring. But one thing that you can get in your speech is, Navya, a little bit of that passion. So when you say, I get really calm listening to music, so just feel that calm. Have you seen those videos where Shreya Ghoshal is teaching somebody how to sing? And then she's telling you कि अगर वो word बोल रहा है कि जी ले जरा, तो feel करो ना कि तुम जी रहे हो. Similar has to go in your speech. It is very similar to that. If you're feeling that, that calm, just say calm. Just let your voice go low. Let your speed go absolutely slow. And then one place you mentioned something about the nation. What was that line?
Ma'am, making our nation proud as always.
Yes. So because this is something you're very passionate about, you want to do that. If I'm asking about your introduction and you still mention you want to make the nation proud, it means that you really want to do it. So maybe go slow there. I really am very passionate about making my nation proud. Take a pause. Let people register that in. है ना? If you take a pause there, ना वो चीज इतनी impactful लगने लगेगी. It'll grow 2 times. Correct? But otherwise, fabulous. You guys are doing great with your modulation. So I'm sure your school is doing very well there. So a little bit on how to be impactful is what we are trying to learn. Otherwise, communication in terms of verbal ones, you're doing great. Sijan, do you want to do next?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon and Jai Hind, everyone. As you already know, my name is Shrijan and I'm from class 12 science with bio stream with a passion of becoming a scientist. And after 12th, I will opt for bachelor's in science for in biotechnology and with a keen interest in music and art and craft and skills like public speaking, debates. Uh, in music, particularly, I go for classical music. That, of course, the ragas, and that's what is my interest and my hobby. And after achieving my goal or my dream, I will definitely put my efforts forward in music. That's what I like the most. Thank you.
Lovely. Okay. One thing, Sijan, while you were speaking and answering questions all along the way, I was seeing a lot of gestures and use of hands. You were not doing it now. Were you thinking very specifically on what you want to say? इसीलिए हाथ movements zero हो गई. ऐसा हुआ क्या?
Yes, that
है ना?
is what.
Because you have it in you. Naturally, जब हम बात कर रहे थे, then you were explaining to me, giving answers. But जैसे ही वो conscious thought आया that I have to mention, पहले introduction देना है, फिर hobby बतानी है, फिर future में क्या करना है, वो दिमाग is already focused and allotted to those things, so we forget to use our gestures in general. But otherwise, lovely. One thing in general, I've seen all of you introducing yourselves with Jai Hind. You can add some gesture there also. Now, maybe fold your hands, maybe do this, do something. It will be more impactful. So if this is what your introduction is, if this is how you do it, probably if you're in an online meeting, just join your hands, fold your hands. It looks better. It gives a more powerful influence to what you are saying. है ना वो हर दोनों चीजें साथ में जाती हैं. Fine. Otherwise, lovely. Can we all clap for Srijan? Okay. Anybody else who wants to go?
Yeah, Anshika is there.
Yes, Anshika, please. Are you there, Anshika?
Anshika, you want to say something?
Okay, no worries. Anybody else? किसी और को करना है?
May I?
Yes, Vaishnavi.
Just ma'am, 1 second.
Sure.
So, good morning and good afternoon and Jai Hind, everyone. My name is Vaishnavi Tiwari. I'm from 12th Humanities and my free time pursuits are reading novel and listening musics. I'm from Sonbhadra, Uttar Pradesh, and I want to pursue law because law offers a path to become to make a positive change in the society, and law also advocates for justice, and I also want to protect individual rights and help shape laws, and I also want to contribute to make a more equitable society. Thank you.
Oh, lovely. I loved how your vision speech was about values. Switch on your camera so at least I can see you while I talk to you. Yes. So I love how your vision speech was a lot about values of what you want, of why you think law is relevant. One thing is you can work on your speed, Vaishnavi. Your use of words, your values, everything was so great. When you started with the introduction of law, the first sentence of law, that law does this and that, you use a little bit of your movements. But had this been a little more slow, your initially शुरू के 2 sentences में your speed was very fast. Then when you came to law, you still kind of slowed down a little. But if you slow down a little in general, it will be far more impactful. or probably in general, it is a habit for you to speak quickly. You are not one of those who speaks very slow. So इसीलिए ये हो सकता है that you are very quick and when we are nervous we want to do what we already know. तो अगर मैं generally तेज बोलती हूँ तो मैं बहुत ज्यादा तेज बोलने लगूंगी. अगर कोई इंसान generally बहुत slow बोलता है, अगर वो nervous है तो वो और slow बोलने लग जाता है. ठीक है? So you have to work a little more on pauses. And as soon as you do that, you will be a very impactful speaker. Like that, nobody can take that away.
But I noticed one thing, Prachi, about Vaishnavi. She talked like a lawyer only. When she...
Yes, that is why I'm saying she's so passionate about what
Yeah,
values.
exactly.
And correct. So
Yeah.
great. I think you have your career path already finalized, approved.
Yeah.
Okay, Vaishnavi.
Thank
Anybody
you
else?
so much, ma'am.
Absolutely.
May
no
I?
worries. Yes, I
Yeah.
can't see you, but you can.
Yes.
Okay, yes, Khushi.
So, good afternoon and Jai Hind, everyone. My name is Khushi Singh of class 12th B, and I'm from the science stream. I have taken biology. So, a little about me is that I'm born in Banaras, the city of light. So, special thing about Banaras is that it's famous for its ghats, saris, pan, mangoes, a lot of things that are special about it. So, a little about my hobbies as well. I like traveling a lot. I have visited Kerala, I have visited Punjab, especially my favorite city right now that I visited is Amritsar. It is a beautiful city. You have to visit it, and if you haven't. And another thing is that Amritsar is a beautiful city. People are very kind, very humble. Kerala is also a very beautiful city. Though both the places have a very different culture and a lot of like different vibes. So you'll have like a lot of different experiences. Another thing is that I love sports a lot as well. And throughout my lifetime, I have played plenty of sports and I love experiencing new things as well. So I'm a very impatient person. You can make out of that because I have to experience new things. I cannot stick to one particular hobby throughout my entire life. So I switch a lot, and that is something about me. I also like reading a lot, reading, writing a lot. I'm very connected with music, nature, and I find peace and harmony in music. And I really like spending my time just listening to that. Thank you.
Lovely, absolutely. So
This is called passion.
passion. I was coming to that there is no kami of passion and conviction with how she loves to travel and how she loves both the cities. So absolutely no points cut there. One thing I want you to keep in mind, Khushi, is that you were using a lot of hand movements, which was fab, but your hand movements are this. Your hands are, this is the behind of your palm is visible. Try show more of although you use steeple ज़्यादा खुलने लगे थे, yeah, but what do you need to really do is open your palms and use them now. The moment you say that, oh my God, what a city Amritsar is, the people are so kind. When I say so kind, I can just show the front part of my palm instead of people are so nice. This is less trust compared to this. ठीक है? फ्रंट पार्ट ऑफ योर पाम जैसे ही विजिबल होगा, इट बिकम्स फार मोर इम्पैक्टफुल. सो पैशन की तो कोई कमी नहीं थी. आपको भी थोड़ा सा लिटिल ऑन द स्पीड हल्का सा कम कर सकते हैं, बट व्हेन वी आर सो पैशनेट अबाउट समथिंग वी रियली वांट टू से इट. लाइक वो लॉ के बारे में शी वाज पैशनेट, वो पैशनेट अबाउट ट्रैवल. इट हैपेंस दैट वी नेचुरली increase the speed because we want to cover a lot, we want to tell and share a lot, which is okay, but a little on the this thing कि फ्रंट ज्यादा विजिबल हो, हल्की सी स्पीड कम हो, पॉजेस, जेस्चर्स, vocals, verbal, बाकी सब कुछ एकदम spot on. So very well done. All right, can we clap for Khushi, everyone? गायब हो गए हैं सब. Everybody switch on your videos. This is the last thing I'm going to say and then we are leaving. सब लोग videos on कर लो. Navya, Vaishnavi, Aplav, Harshit. Come on, last set. 2 more minutes and then we leave. Shilpa ma'am, I would love to see you. Thank you. Navya, where are you? Vaishnavi, Tiwari, Arush. Jia, I finally see you. I was calling your name. Okay. Saksham, video on. Divya, hi Divya. Finally, I see your face. Okay. Yes, thank you so much. All right. So this was, I hope this session made more sense to you. I want you to tell me if you guys have any questions right now, if you want to share some feedback, if there is something that you want to ask me, anything related to the session beyond. These are the QR codes you can easily scan if you want to follow me on either Instagram or LinkedIn. Both the content is very different. LinkedIn will be more interview ready, something which is more formal, professional, corporate. Instagram is going to be more styling based content. It's going to be a more, everyday kind of a content. So that apart, if you have any questions, if you want to share something, what you liked from the session, what did you also want to hear, or any other questions that you have, bring it to me quickly. Nobody? इतना ज़्यादा clear हो गया सब कुछ कि कुछ पूछना ही नहीं है. And
Not a question, just a feedback that it was really a very interactive session, and of course we enjoyed a lot speaking and sharing our vision on photographs, and of course that photos and that what we say, that is continuously speaking, that
tongue twister.
Tongue twister. Yeah, absolutely. So it was very interesting, and of course we learned a lot from this session. And thank you so much, ma'am, for teaching us and for telling us the most basic things that we should do while in leadership, and of course the postures. So just thank you for that.
Thank you, Sijan. Thank you for the elaborate, lovely feedback, and thank you for being so active throughout the session. I really appreciate that your video was on most of the session, and that is what makes it interactive, right? I say my energy also brings up more, so I'm able to share more when I see your expressions and everything. So thank you there. Anybody else?
Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone likes the session. Prachi, thank you. Thanks a lot for your such an engaging and interactive session.
Absolutely.
Anyone has any question?
I'll just take a moment to share my feedback.
Yeah, Shilpa.
Hi,
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Hi, Prachi. This is Shilpa this side. I'm actually an educator. Rather, these are all my students. So I'm overwhelmed to be a part of this session. I actually requested sir to somehow make me a part so that at least I get to know what my students are learning. So I'm really, really glad. I'm really thankful, rather, that they have been a part of such an interactive and a wonderful session. I'm sure they might have gained a lot of insights. Yeah, I would request all my students to be a little more interactive. And thanks to all of them who have already been doing great. So thank you, Prachi, for a wonderful session. Looking forward to be a part of many more of your sessions.
Absolutely. Shilpa ma'am, I realized that you are an educator after you spoke the tongue twister, and I was like, wow, why was your video not on all the while? I would have loved to see you. But
yeah, because I have my kids hovering around and
oh yes,
cannot
Sunday. But
that was the
fabulous set of students you got, and I'm sure they're doing. There's everybody's such a great communicator, so all credit goes to you. I mean, just a little toning we all need, and that is something which is a continuous learning process. But otherwise, I think they are doing fab under your guidance.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prachi.
All right.
Thank you, Prachi. Thanks for your time and efforts. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. If you still have any questions, you can